tend to not focus in class because it's easier to not focus.
Suffering from social anxiety means I have trouble connecting with others, networking, making connections. But my job requires that I deal with human beings on a regular basis, both teenagers and adults.
Like math or something, it's a lot more difficult for me to focus, especially when I start overthinking. Oh, what if I do this wrong? What if I get it wrong, and what if my grades go down? And it just kind of spirals down after that.
So the way I fight through that is just getting out there, getting my job done, taking pride in what I do, and looking forward each night to being able to go home and recharge and reset for the next day.
Usually I cope with my anxiety by playing music, singing music, or kind of tapping with music.
Most of the time I just talk to friends because that makes me feel a lot better and it gets my mind off of everything.
Sometimes it's also art. Majority of the time it's art. But then sometimes it's just staying home and doing nothing in general.
I just try and calm myself down or try and get my mind off of it. Probably just find something to get your mind off of it. So for me, when I'm really nervous, I do to sing with my hands that I've been doing this whole time.
Someone who has to struggle with biting their nails or doing anything else that is kind of not good, find something else that can help with that, like say messing around with some keys or...
Most of it is just remember that you are worth something. You are an important person. You're the most important person in your life. So it's a matter of just remembering that, recalling it, breathing, take slow, deep breaths. If you get a chance to listen to music, read, whatever the case may be, whatever calms you down, get your mind off the incident at hand, and certainly learn to talk to others, to express your feelings, and get it outside. Holding it inside just makes it worse. I know my students, I know them well. I can see when something's off. Suffering from anxiety myself, I can see some of the symptoms. If it's nothing too severe, I'll try to calm them down myself, give them a quiet room, time alone, whatever the case may be. If it's a severe incident, then I will go contact the counselors and get somebody involved immediately.
I decided to participate in this project because I deal with anxiety and depression on a daily basis. I take medication for it as well. I wanted to put it out there that anxiety is real, depression is real, and I wanted to explain what they really are, because a lot of people assume that anxiety is just fear, and a lot of people assume that depression is just sadness, which it's not. And if you have that, please talk to somebody about it. These things can be helped through therapists, through counselors, in some cases, medication, and if you can't go do anything like that, talk to friends, talk to somebody that you are close with, because even that can help relieve some of the stress, some of the sadness, some of any of that stuff.
It just affects the way that I am looked at, I feel, by other people, because I don't like to talk a lot in class, and I just try to hide it to everyone.
If anything, sometimes it makes me a little bit more irritable on some days, on bad days. At home is kind of where, if it's gonna be bad, if it's gonna rear its ugly head, it's gonna do it at home.
There's still sometimes in school where it gets to me, or something will happen the night before, and it's still in the back of my head, and that day I'll just have a terrible day at school. I won't be doing class, I won't be doing my assignments, and then my grade goes down, and then it just goes downhill from there.
Make sure that you have someone to talk to.
Let it all go. Don't keep it locked away.
If you are prescribed medication, take it.
Try to find someone to talk to.
try to take the steps to, get through it as best you can.
I'm Alex Bowden, co-producer of the documentary, and I've had anxiety and depression for a few years now. But I'm not here to just talk about everything that's wrong in my life. No. I'm here to talk to you guys. And hopefully you won't just listen, but you can actually hear me. Depression and anxiety come in a lot of forms. Sometimes it's just being worried over little things, nothing too bad. But sometimes it can get a lot worse. It feels like you're fighting a battle you'll never win. That no matter what you do, you're making no progress, and it can destroy a person. That's why we made this documentary. To help all of you and to hopefully give you some ideas of what to do when you feel like this. I can assure you, you have people that care for you, whether it's your family and best friend, or if it's your teacher and your peers. There are people that care greatly for you and will listen to you. You are not alone. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again.